Yo guys, what's going on? It's Stanky Cubed, and although there have been several new cubes being released in the past few months, we expect good results, since the companies must learn from their mistakes. But there's bound to be a few of the cubes that stand out, either because they are exceptional or they're just the opposite. So today, for my first review in a long time, we'll be looking at the Gans 356 Air. Here is the Gans 356 Air. Its sticker shades came as half brights, and as the name implies, it's 56mm. So I won't go into much detail about the spring sets, but I will say that I am using the yellow spring sets, so that's one thing to keep in mind. The majority of owners of this cube enjoy the yellow springs, so if you do purchase this cube, I'd recommend starting out with the yellow springs and changing them if needed. If you were wondering which bundle I got, I did purchase the Master Edition, which comes in at $26 and comes with the 3 main spring sets. So if you've tried either of the Gans 356 cubes, you'll remember how much heavier the cube is compared to other 3x3s. So the Air is much different. The cube is extremely lighter and therefore affects the feeling of this cube, which of course is an airy feeling. Now something that could be compared to this feeling would definitely be the Kong's design neighing. The plastic of the Air feels much lighter compared to the Gans 356, which makes this cube light, since the cubes have basically the same core. Both versions of the Gans 356 had stability issues, but the Air feels much more stable and barely loses its shape during solves. Corner cutting is very good with great forwards cutting and average reverse cutting. As I did my first turns on this puzzle, it felt like it was cheap, and felt like a Guanwang with Gans type pieces. After setup with weight 3 on the pieces, this cube felt a bit different. Before it felt like the pieces had too many contact points, which made the cube slow. So I changed the springs and loosened the cube. Now it's very smooth and still maintains its stability from before. Now just like many cubes these days, the Air doesn't pop, but it's still interesting to see the circumstances in which this cube could pop, and I assure you that it pretty much will never pop. I wanted to take a look at the core for this review, and I was attempting to disassemble this cube, and I pretty much couldn't do it. The edges have a track that perfectly matches the corners, and when the cube is at loose tensions, I still had a tough time getting the piece out. Now coming to the end of this review, we have to answer the same old question. Should you buy it? Now as many other people say, it all comes down to personal preference, and while I hate using this term, I pretty much have to. I can still sum up my opinions, and you can make your own decision. So the cube comes in at $26, which obviously is expensive for a 3x3, and I really can't say why there's a reason for it being so expensive. It has great stability and maintains its shape during solves. If looped correctly, this cube can be one of the smoothest cubes out there, and its corner cutting and pop prevention is just like all cubes these days. Very, very good. Okay guys, so that sums up this video. Thanks to SpeedCube Shop for sponsoring this video as well, and a link to buy this will be in the description. So let me know what your thoughts are on this puzzle, and don't forget to let me know what I can do better in my videos to make them more enjoyable. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and this wraps up the video. I'll see you guys later. Peace.